The light was blinding me in a cold room, where an officer sitting across from me was staring me down, ready for an interrogation.
Name.
Mito,
Age.
20,
Occupation.
secretary.
Were you a citizen of Clint?
Yes.
No further questions.
No further questions? I thought to myself, this is terrible news. I heard my watch clicking into the cuffs, thinking that my time was up. My story is over. The end. The anti-magic army knows everything. Death by firing squad for me. I remember when I last got my watch repaired. 2 years ago at a watchsmith in Clint. That was the first time I heard about the AMA. Back then, I thought they were just a bad joke. When I entered the shop, the portrait of the AMA leader hung above the artisan's desk. 3 geezers were whispering to each other about the current corrupt government. I waited for my turn, but couldn't help but be privy to their conversation.
We need to bring the ideals of the AMA. We need to recruit young people into the party.
But how? This generation is so frivolous and ignorant.
I know. We need propaganda.
Propaganda?
Well, not bad propaganda. Honest propaganda.
I couldn't help but snicker. The men all turned to me, and I had my chance to leave my watch for repair. What a bunch of silly old geezers. Conspiring in a watch shop of all places. I thought to myself as I went on my way. A door opened before me, and it began. First, they took my clothes, replaced them with oversized rags. Next, they took my watch and replaced it with a self-detonating wristband in case I try to escape. Such fantastic news. It means I live to see another day. Then, they shaved my hair. Last thing the guards did was hose me down. It was their little game. If you flinched, they would yell, "Offside," and start all over again. Finally, I went to the ward. I never felt like I fit in anywhere until I saw that all the men inside the yard looked like copies of each other. And that's when it hit me. They don't know. They don't know. The AMA don't know anything. All I have to do is wait until my sentence is over, and I'll be free to leave.
What are you smiling about, jackass?
Ah, never mind him. Tell us the rest of the joke, Bastion.
And the priest said, "You're not fasting, you're dieting."
A crowd of men sitting around him erupted in laughter. Only one, outside the circle, and with his back turned, looked in disgust.
What is it, sculptor? Why didn't you laugh?
I'm busy. I wasn't paying attention.
What are you doing? Working on your shitty art again?
When I looked at the sculptor, I saw the pent-up fury behind his eyes as he mumbled to himself.
Oh, a critic. Come closer. Tell me what you think about it.
And he lifted the rock he was clenching in his fist, ready to break Bastion's skull with it. I needed to distract the sculptor, and blurted the first thing that came to my mind. "My, that's a lovely rock. What is it?" Disarmed, the sculptor glanced proudly at his work.
This thing, oh, it's called Misery of the Artist.
Oh, how deep. I wasn't into art, but I needed to fake it. Back at the circle, one of the men grabbed my arm to join them, hoping to hear some new stories since their regular material was getting stale.
Who are you?
My name is Mito, but everyone calls me Mitzi. It's a childhood nickname.
So, Mitzi, what did you do?
Honestly, I have no idea.
I bet one of your neighbors snitched on you.
So, got any stories from before?
Not really. I had a pretty boring life. I didn't want to share my life story with a bunch of strangers.
Did you have a job at least?
Then it struck me. I could share someone else's life instead. I do. I'm a storyteller.
So you're a writer.
No. No, I hate writing, actually. But I'm good at making up stories on the fly.
Any story?
Any story. Just name the theme.
I know. Tell us a story that takes place in a brothel.
No, good one. Should be spicy.
Have I got the story for you guys? I smiled and began telling them the story of Tom, a young boy who was working as a delivery boy for the only brothel in a cosmopolitan port town. The name of the brothel was the Flying Boot. It was situated on the outskirts of the city. Tom was a clueless country bumpkin, unaware of what a brothel even was. The first person he met was a very tall woman covered in leather, spikes, and lace. The men began snickering. Clara was the innkeeper, and she sent him off to do his first delivery. She was a serious and matter-of-fact person. Her word was law in that brothel. The brothel opened for business around 7, when clients started arriving. A bunch of lecherous, drunk foreigners decided to have some fun in the brothel. And they kicked open the door, expecting a sea of depravity. What they found instead was silent whispering, no nudity, and an angry innkeeper shushing them. They were shocked. One of them even saying,
At least in church you see Neve naked. Where the hell are we?
as they approached the bar, wondering if this really is the Flying Boot brothel.
What did the sign say?
It said the Flying Boot.
Good for you. You know how to read. You gonna order anything?
Yeah, we'd like your best wine and your best ladies to match.
We don't serve any wine.
Then your sweetest liquor and your sweetest gals.
We don't serve shitty sweet crap either.
Then your strongest vodka and just any woman who's willing to sleep with us.
Listen here. If you come here, you ask me what's on the menu. You don't barge in here, and you don't demand things which you think we have. If you three want to assume anything, assume you're stupid. Then you'd be right for the first time.
What's on the menu?
Beer.
And
That's all.
what about specials?
What specials? We only have beer.
No, we were talking about the women. Is there any woman better than anyone?
Your mother?
I know. How about you? You could entertain us tonight.
The innkeeper raised her foot on the bar.
Oh, she's flexible. Will you offer us your services for a fee?
For you idiots, it's on the house.
And that's how the three foreigners found out why the brothel was called the Flying Boot. The hard way.